My wife and I were still 2 days from Belize, and the mammoth ship churned through the Caribbean with ease, only a gentle rocking. We were both college seniors, mere months from graduation, and on our honeymoon cruise. I woke up at 3 a.m., and I was still at the desk in which I was sitting the night before. I must have fallen asleep, and my wife left me there while she went to the warm bed. I opened my computer. What I found was an email from my dad. The Army had called looking for me. My unit had been alerted. I knew my history and my politics. I recognized the importance of Middle Eastern oil to European and Asian powers. This was a war I didn't believe in, but I had signed a contract, reaped the benefits of a cheap college, and now it was time to pay it back. Sighing, I realized I wouldn't be going back to sleep anytime soon, and decided that I would check on my wife. I saw her peacefully sleeping, her soft breaths moving the sheets ever so slightly. Ringlets of her hair cascaded off the pillow in a bright crimson waterfall. The light was still on, so I shut it off and closed the door. Later in the morning, I had to tell my wife about the war. She hadn't grown up in a military family and wouldn't understand it like I did. It was a sad moment for both of us, as we had to face the reality of war. She was scared that I would never come back to her. I assured her that I would see her beautiful face again, but 2 credits from graduating, recently married, with less than a year left on my contract, I was going to Iraq. The perimeter disappears. The guy sitting next to you fade into brown and disappear. You're alone. No war, no home. Just you in the desert. You gotta get out on the line. An armored brigade is coming. There was nothing to do but keep walking. Hey, there's a bunch of Haji tanks moving this way. Keep your eyes open. I didn't even bother answering. He wouldn't have been able to hear me or see them again. Once again, I found myself alone. It's a terrible feeling when you're facing anything bad, let alone a few hundred Russian tanks coming your way. What a super way to spend your 25th birthday, John. I stifled a laugh at the irony of it all. The best thing was the mail had come the night before. Sitting here in the dark, I had slowly read my card. There was a muddy paw print from my dog and a letter from my wife. Next to the paw print it said, "Happy birthday, Dad." Diesel engines brought me back to reality. My hand found the letter in my breast pocket. I'd already memorized it, but it felt good knowing it was there. I moved blindly, weapons slung around me, hands out in front of me like a blind man who's lost his cane, until I found a cargo black Humvee and found mirrors in the right corner. I pulled the letter out again and saw the paw print that made me smile. I missed my dog a lot. I remember wishing he were lying next to me in the Humvee. He couldn't stop war, but it was nice to have a dog when you're around trouble. The Iraqis we met didn't understand. They're cat people. That was the best reason I could think of for going to war. No matter how hard I tried to imagine my wife and dog through the letter, the voice on the page was an empty breath.
Sergeant, where are we going? What's the deal?
Man, we hit our house this morning. This place is full of weapons and guns. It's right up here to the left.
Sergeant, isn't that pretty far out of our sector? Did you okay this with Raptor Maine?
I didn't tell him. Dude, there's like $1 million in there.
Mother always said to never take anything from the Iraqis. My soul was deteriorating as we stood in that house. What is happening? Why are we raiding this house for no reason and without permission? And now men are piling things into the back seats. This was wrong.
Hey! Hey, get away from him!
Shukran.
Yeah, you're welcome. Go away now. No, hey, Eastman! Go home!
Easter. Shishma, come. Shishma, come.
Dude, your name is Cum.
Yes, come.
Hey, come. 2 Pepsi, $1. 2 Pepsi, $1.
Mister.
Yeah, whatever. Here, just drink your Pepsi.
Thank you. Yeah, then after boarding had some crazy things and walked back home.
Yeah. Where's Cum? Come. Hey, where you at? Come. Hey, buddy, where are you? Hey, I need a bandage. Someone give me a bandage. Yeah, bandage. Is he breathing?
The phone was hot against my cheek. On the 4th mechanical ring, I heard a barely audible, "Hello?" My wife continued on with her eventful day of picking up dog poop. I apologized, but then she remarked about what could be worse, and I kept thinking that I'd give anything to be home cleaning up dog crap. She asked me what could be more disgusting, and I blurted out, "Try cleaning up brains." I tried to catch my words right out of my mouth. It's hard living with soldiers and then trying to talk to a normal person like your wife on the phone. "When did you clean up brains? Tell me about it, I want to know," she said. There was curiosity and naivete in her voice, but the self-pity was gone. I told her about my day. It was a calm day on active duty, when all of a sudden we heard a gun go off. So I ran over the Iraqi civilian who had fallen down. I carried him all the way near the base and laid him on the ground. The bullet hit him right in the frontal lobe. I held his head to keep stability and yelled for a rag to put pressure on the wound. Quickly, I wrapped the rag around his head. I left him on the ground for the Iraqi police to come and get him. He was dead. Brains splattered all over the ground. There was silence on the other end of the phone, and I didn't know if I should attribute it to the 3-second delay that often plagued our phone conversations. Finally, she broke the silence and asked me if I would come back home okay. "Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I'm just tired." I just wanted her to understand, to tell me it was okay. I needed reassurance, but it never came. What I am about to write is true, utterly true. The first thing I wrote for this book was a fictional short story I wrote while still in Iraq. It was all about returning home and finding myself in a world where no one understood my experience, but they were all there to support me. I was wiser in that story than I am now. It wasn't until I got back that truth engulfed me like a storm cloud. Dreams and truth are never intertwined. I spent a few months drifting around friends' houses from one couch to the next. When I finally got enough money to get an apartment again, I got kicked out. I was evicted from one place I was renting because I have a dog, a nice one. He sleeps with me at night when I'm tired and can't understand why I'm alone. Dogs don't turn their backs on you. That's another truth. I moved 5 times in 5 months. There are people out there who really don't know why they get up in the morning. In my dream, my wife never told me that things would have been better off if I had just never come home. In reality, I agree with her. This is a true story. You can tell because it makes your stomach turn. But I am home now, and I will never write ever again, because this is the last true story I'll ever tell.